India's consumer debt is growing at a mind-blowing pace. Today's Business Standard had a major article on that. What is it? Let's take a look. Welcome back to Be Rich. India has always had a reputation of being a thrifty nation. In my generation and the generation before me, my parents' generation, we never bought anything on EMIs. In my generation, most of my friends bought houses on EMIs, and people, including me, bought cars on EMIs. In my father's time, even a car was saved up and was bought for. There was no possibility of buying a house on an EMI unless you took an office loan. At best, you took some loans from friends and relatives and built a house. Houses were affordable, things were looking good, and there was a lot of savings in LIC, in government savings schemes, and even in banks as FDs. But things have dramatically changed in a generation following my generation. Everything seems to be on credit. Whether you buy a phone, whether you buy a camera, whether you go on a vacation, I am surprised that people borrow money to go on vacations. Well, that's the way it is, and we have become a consumer-driven economy. From the year 2008, things have become very worrying. Today, India's debt, consumer debt, is 43.5 lakh crores. Yes, that's the reality. Indians have borrowed 43.5 lakh crores and not invested for growth. All this money has gone into consumption. These are money borrowed at very high rates. And that is why this corona pandemic is going to affect us badly, because most of this 43.5 lakhs is going to turn into bad debt. This will mean that in the world of credit ratings and credit scores being checked for everything, most of the Indians are going to become bad credits. This is going to make transmission of credit to the lower middle class very difficult in the coming era. Let us look at the trajectory. In 2008, the total amount of consumer loans to GDP was 6.5%. By the time the previous government went out, March of 2015, it was 13.5% of GDP. In matter of 5 years, by end of this March 2020, we have jumped to 21.5% of GDP. Why was the last 6 years extremely bad? This is because overall our economy has done badly. Our salaries and wages went up only near 4.5 to 5%, whereas borrowings have shot up by 17% CAGR. Why was it there so much borrowing? Well, our salaries and wages did not keep up with our expectations, but our need for consumption was way beyond our salary means. So Indians decided, even if their salary was not there, they would either cut back on their savings or borrow more to binge on consumption. Well, all parties have to come to an end, and Corona will put this party to an end. I have been saying this on several programs I have done, that borrowing and binging leads to big damage in an economy like ours, which has no social net. We have no social network. People have no money. People have borrowed to consume, and now society will pay the price. As a rule, in all my personal finance lectures, I say don't borrow to consume. Even when you want to borrow and buy a car, the EMI that you are paying should be matched by extra savings as EMI. That is, if I am saving 30,000, I am going to spend 16,000 rupees a month for a car. My savings has to jump to 46,500 plus the 16,500 for a car. Otherwise, I say to Indians, don't buy a car. Well, those who took my advice and have liquidated their loans are safe, but those who have not are in trouble. I have a lot of connections with a lot of non-banking finance companies. I have done a survey in the last 5 days. Most of them tell me 90% of consumer loan people have opted for this moratorium. This is terrible news. If 90% of the population cannot take a 20-day shock and opt for a moratorium, wonder what will happen if this corona pandemic lasts us for 6 months. most of this, at least half of this 43.5 lakh crores is going to become bad debt. What is going to happen to our highly valued private sector banks is a story that needs to be told. Anyway, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that we bounce back early from Corona and the bad debt doesn't become a big problem and the consumer bubble does not burst but is slowly deflated. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, kindly press the subscribe button of my channel and turn on the bell notification. Please share it among your friends and relatives. I have given you a WhatsApp number. If you'd like to buy my books, please send a message to that WhatsApp number. Finally, if you want to contact me, please send me a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for watching Be Rich.